Well, alright, here we are. New wheels, new tires, fresh suspension alignment. Well, wheel alignment anyway. And it's Sunday. Not Sunday morning anymore. We got a little late start today. Had to watch the British Grand Prix. And now that that's over, it's time to go for a Sunday drive. Surprisingly dry underneath. Nothing seems to be leaking at all, so pretty happy about that. It was there's nothing worse than being out on a ride and all of a sudden you realize that one of your oil pressure lines has a big leak in it. Because you know that it's going to starve the engine for oil, so that ain't good. Good way to blow up a motor. So we got that under control, so that's fantastic. There's only really a couple other things we need to address on the car. One is the big brake upgrade, which again, we still got to wait a few more weeks for that to arrive. The rest of the stuff's minor stuff, like I gotta change the odometer gear and the speedometer because the odometer's not working right now. And the sunroof front limit switch seems to be giving me a little bit of trouble. So, I mean, the temporary fix for that is we just don't open the sunroof all the way. So that's what we got now. Pretty much a done deal. I mean, there's always it's a 30-plus-year-old car, so there's always something you're gonna have to fix. Like, I don't know, check the wheel bearings once in a while, maybe lights stop working or whatever. But as far as most of that stuff goes, right now we're in good shape. Still need to get back to a couple small items. One of the things we still haven't done yet is we had to take the not the dashboard, but the glove box all apart. So the glove box is actually behind the passenger seat right now. So we need to tidy up some stuff in there so we can put the glove box back in. So it'll be like a normal car then, but other than that, we're in a pretty happy place with this car, I'd say. feeling any, real difference in these wheels and tires. They don't seem to be any kind of, they don't seem to be more rough on the roads than the 16s that we've taken off. But these are fairly rough roads around here, so I'm glad of that. I was really worried that we were going to be get closer to the constantly being rattled to death thing from the lower profile, wider wheels. But that doesn't seem to be the case so far. And they feel real good. These tires are really sticky. So it'll be fun when we get to really challenge it with some fast turns. That's what hearing's bad. It's a 30-mile-an-hour road, so you don't want to be getting up to warp speed or anything. Problem is the brakes, because you've got to really honk down on the brakes right now to get it to whoa, to go into a sharp corner like that. So the brake upgrade should help that, and also I think the firewall brace is probably in order here too. On the brakes, it just feels like you're at the hard point of the brake pedal, but it still moves as you put more pressure on it. And I think that's actually what Scott at Renegade Hybrids was talking about as the firewall flexing. I wasn't really aware of that until he mentioned it, but he said a lot of these cars don't have a lot of firewall strength, so when you're really pushing hard on the brake pedal, it's actually moving. And I think that's what that is. It's a little unsettling when you're honked way down on the brakes like this, and something like that is happening. Really happy with the way this came out so far. I mean, it is awesome. after that run, the car is sitting out here in the shade cooling off with the hood open. Pretty happy with the way everything turned out. It's pretty awesome. So happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. And as always, there'll be a link down in the description to the build thread of this car. And also, if you click on the Stoker Don name just underneath the video here, it'll take you to my channel. And if you click playlists, you'll see the full 160, I think we're about 160-ish videos on a build playlist of this car, and another shorter one that's like 8 videos long that's just the driving around and living with the car after it's built.